Good evening, everyone. On behalf of PhysioZin, I, Dr. Hetvi Demote, Assistant Professor, KD Institute of Physiotherapy and member of PhysioZin, extend a very warm welcome to all the participants joining us today for this insightful webinar on Fat to Fit, Tracking Obesity with Knowledge and Action. Obesity is one of the most pressing health challenges of our times, affecting millions worldwide and significantly increasing the risk of lifestyle-related disorders, as we all know. Today's session is designed to not only understand the scientific aspects of obesity, but also to explore the practical, evidence-based approaches to overcome it and move towards a healthier lifestyle. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce our distinguished keynote speaker and my mentor, Dr. Mihidev Jhala sir. He is a highly respected physiotherapist in the field with over 15 years of experience. He is currently serving as principal of JG College of Physiotherapy, Ahmedabad. His academic contribution is remarkable. He is postgraduate guide for MPT students in neuroscience specialty and also a PhD guide at Gujarat University. Sir has published numerous scientific research papers in reputed national and international journals, and his expertise has been recognized through several keynote addresses at major conferences in India and abroad. Adding to his academic excellence, he is also an esteemed associate editor of PhysioZin magazine, where his contribution to advancing physiotherapy knowledge and practice is remarkable. We are truly honored to have such a renowned academician, clinician, and researcher with us today to share his insights. So without a further ado, let's welcome Dr. Mihidev Jhala sir to deliver his keynote address, Fat to Fit, Tracking Obesity with Knowledge and Action. Welcome, sir. The platform is all yours.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hetvi and PhysioZin, and thank you, Dr. Darshan, for the invite on your platform. So, good evening, everyone. Let's start, because obesity, overweight, I know each one of us are dealing with these issues. It's a lifestyle issue daily. And even our Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji have addressed in many public gatherings that this is a major issue in the country, and in coming years, it will lead to much more issues which will definitely have obstacles in a developing nation like us. So let us take a pledge today after completion of this online webinar that we will definitely work towards making India fit and ourselves as a physiotherapist also the fittest among the all, right? So why do we need to worry about overweight and obesity? Why? Is there any issues? Yes, definitely. As an overweight individual or an obese individual carry a lot of risk on developing lifestyle disorders and diseases, for sure. यानी मैं कहना चाहता हूं कि एक नॉर्मल वेट इंडिविजुअल को ब्लड प्रेशर का चांस 1 or 2% है, तो ओबेज इंडिविजुअल्स विल कैरी दैट रिस्क ऑफ डेवलपिंग हाई बीपी, हाई डायबिटीज और कार्डियक डिसऑर्डर्स और अदर diseases more than 15 to 20 times, double the risk of a normal individual who is having a normal BMI or a weight. See, you can take an example of a coolie, just a normal example. See, this guy here in the picture looks very slim, and I guess his BMI is under a normal BMI by looking at him. He carries a lot of weight daily. So definitely the researchers have proved those coolies who are carrying this lot of weight as a profession, they end up with a lot of wear and tear issues in the joints and in the muscles, right? Because of the stress they carry daily. So imagine a human body which is carrying a lot of extra kilos of weight on the body will definitely have musculoskeletal issues for sure, but other systemic problems also, right? So we are not tend to have extra kilos of weight on the body, ultimately which will harm our body later or sooner for sure. So as we were talking about what are the issues of being overweight or obese in a long term. So whatever I am saying will be evidence-based, okay? I will not say my own things. Literature, if you go and search, it will be available. So overweight invites diseases. As I told you, high blood pressure, more than 3 times risk than a normal weight individuals. Diabetes, 18 times risk. Heart disease, 5 times risk. ONE, 30 times risk. You can imagine, right? 30 times more than a normal weight individual. So overweight people are prone to develop liver issue as well, as you all know, fatty liver issues, that is non-alcoholic fatty liver issues because of extra fat in the body. And this is the major concern. Even a child who is 10 to 15 years of age is developing a non-alcoholic fatty liver. You can imagine the things, what will happen if that child goes 25 and 30 and 35-year-old, right? Gallstones because of the liver issues, back pain because of the extra weight on the abdomen, more tummy on the abdomen, more fat on the abdomen. Cancer risk also increases drastically in overweight or obese individuals. This is a lifestyle disorder now, cancer. Overweight people spend large proportion of time spending their income on medical treatment, right? Overweight reduces quality of life. Overweight reduces 20 years of life. How I will explain you. Also, overweight people are prone to develop poor self-esteem, depression. One study was there, which was done, in which whom would you select a friend? This study was done in a age group below 8 years of age, yani more than 6 and below 8 years of age. Whom would you select a friend? A child who is obese, a child with crutches, a child in a wheelchair, a child without left hand, a child with facial disfigurement. You would not imagine. The research later on concluded that a child chose a heavy child as a friend last out of all the other 4 options. So this leads to a poor self-esteem issues from the childhood, those who are having childhood obesity. So this is a major mental, psychological concern also for a child who is obese. So should we treat overweight? Definitely, yes, we need to. But when? See, this is the 0 when the overweight phase is starting. It takes 15 years to develop a disease. Many of the individuals say that I am overweight and obese since last 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, but I am all fine. I don't have any issues. And there are many individuals who says that, and really they don't have any issues. But this is how the disease progression and complication development happens, right? It takes 15 years. Usually, I'm not saying for all, usually the data says that it takes 0 to 15 years to develop a disease in overweight or obese individuals. And another more 15 years to develop complications out of that diseases. For example, after 15 years, one individual will develop high blood pressure, diabetes. They would be on medication, definitely. They are spending their more income on the medications and complications later on. That's why one point was mentioned, more income, what they are earning, they are spending on their health issues later on. So after 15 years, they have prone to develop many of the lifestyle disorders. They are spending on it. After 15 years, with diabetes, with hyperlipidemia, with high blood pressure, they are prone to develop severe complications like stroke, like many other issues which will create disabilities. And the life will be deteriorated. The quality of life will be surely deteriorated in those individuals who develop disease and then complications. So this is the fact. We need to act now. So now, usually the time to repair the roof when there is a leakage in the ceiling. What is the best time to repair the ceiling? In summers, when monsoon sets in, when water starts leaking, or when the furniture is damaged. You can compare this model to a human body, right? So definitely we will repair the roof in the summers only before the monsoon sets in. So that's how we need to act on our body weight right now before we develop any disease. And then even then we do not act, we will definitely develop lot many complications out of that diseases we are having in the near future. So that's how we should act when we are overweight before we reach the stage of diseases. That's very, very important. So now the basic, everybody knows this, but let's go very short and sweet. What is normal weight and what is overweight? As you all know, the weight depends on the height and the BMI is accordingly calculated. So if I am having 80 kg of weight and my friend is 60 kg of weight, but that does not mean I am obese or overweight. It depends on height, right? It depends on height. So BMI is calculated weight in kilogram divided by height in meter square. This is the basic formula and everybody knows this, I guess. So now this is a height in feet and inches, and next column is in centimeters. So for example, an individual with a 5 feet 7 inch height and a 170 centimeters, what would be the normal BMI for this individual? If the weight is 69.5, then the BMI would be 24. Then the BMI would be 24. Now let's find out your BMI. This is the table. We don't have much time, but this will be shared on the YouTube. You can see later on. You can find out your BMI on the table itself, approximate BMI. Now interpretation, that's very important. 18 to 23 BMI, if it comes, it's totally normal. You are perfectly doing good. If your BMI falls under 23 to 25, you are overweight, and more than 25, you are obese. Let me tell something here. This BMI normative data is for the Indian population, Asian population. But what we have studied in the books is for the Western population, right? Where you see more than 25 is overweight and more than 30 is obese. But for our Indian population, this is the normal value. Everybody, those who are listening to me, please calculate your BMI. And if you are falling in 23 to 25, it is the right time to act now and come under 18 to 23 BMI. So now waist circumference is also another way to measure your obesity or overweight, but that's a tricky condition, not much of useful, but it's a traditional way to measure. That is, what is a normal? For male, your waist circumference should be less than 35 or less than 35 inch. And for the female, your waist circumference should be 31 or less than 31, right? This is the top baseline. So imagine, everybody, सब सोच लो कितनी है आपकी waist. Males, कितने इंच के पैंट पहनते हो आप waist के, and females, please see to it. And if you are not falling under this category, start working out. I'll tell you the remedies in the later PowerPoint stages. See, usually this is the condition. Most of the Indian men, if you go out in a public places, just try and observe once. 1 in 3 are suffering from either overweight or obesity. 1 in 3. That's a big number. So usually, how will you measure the waist circumference? Not from the belt you see in the photo, but actually the umbilical level, you should measure the waist circumference. That is the actual way of measuring the waist circumference. You can see the red line here. So now, very, very important. Why do we become overweight? What is the reason? See, everybody knows that. Everybody knows this. The layman's I'm talking about. जितना खाते हैं, उतना burning नहीं है, then we will put on weight. Intake and output, calorie burning and calorie what we intake. That ratio should be maintained to maintain our weight. And the second theory is insulin theory, right? The evidence says that both the theories have equal proportion, or they are equally, related to become obese or overweight. Not only calorie intake and calorie output, but the insulin theory plays a major role, in fact, in maintaining the body weight. Let's see how the insulin plays a role, major role in your weight. Let's clear this. This is a basic thing. I'll clear you. What is the insulin? Insulin क्या है? Insulin is a hormone which is secreted from the pancreas. The beta cells of the pancreas secretes insulin. Now, what is the function of insulin? Insulin is the one hormone which maintains blood glucose level. जब भी blood glucose level high हो जाती है, it reduces the blood glucose level by secreting insulin from the pancreas. That's how it is. मान लो अगर इंसुलिन पैनक्रियास से सिक्रेट नहीं हो रही है, then what will happen? There will be hyperglycemia, and ultimately an individual will develop diabetes. There are two ways, type 1 and type 2 diabetes. उस बाद में डिस्कस करते हैं. But ultimately, when the insulin is not able to control the blood glucose level for a long duration of time, chronically, an individual will develop type 2 diabetes. And ultimately, thereby, the person will go insulin resistant. वो develop कर लेगा person. And that's the reason of developing diabetes. Now, हम समझते हैं how insulin resistance develops in the body. See, whenever a person or whenever we eat high carbohydrate food, high starch food, high sugary food, what happens? The blood glucose spikes tremendously in comparison to when we eat high protein or high fats. बराबर? तो जैसे ही हम हाई कार्बोहाइड्रेट, हाई स्टार्च वाला फूड और हाई शुगर फूड खाते हैं, हमारा ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल ट्रिमेंडसली स्पाइक कर जाता है. और ये स्पाइक को कम करने के लिए इंसुलिन फ्रॉम द पैनक्रियाज इज रिलीज्ड इन अ जबरदस्त हाई मात्रा में इंसुलिन रिलीज होता है. एंड व्हेनेवर द इंसुलिन रिलीजेस, द ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल कम्स डाउन. कैसे कम होता है ये? जो ब्लड में जो ग्लूकोज है, दैट विल बी diverted to the body cells in the liver, in the muscles or in the adipose tissue. के जो fat cells होते हैं उसमें ये ग्लूकोज को डाइवर्ट किया जाता है with the help of insulin, and that's how the blood glucose comes down. That is the normal mechanism which happens in each one of us. But जब गड़बड़ कब होती है? जब हम घड़ी घड़ी खाते हैं. हम हर 2 घंटे खाना खाते हैं. We eat every 2 hours, 3 hours. Frequent meals we have. And that to junk food like processed carbohydrates, refined carbohydrates, high starchy foods, right? Deep fried things, packaged food we eat like pizza, pasta, and that packets of wafers we eat, for example. और हर 2-3 घंटे में आजकल के बच्चों को खाने की आदत है. And that to the junk food, right? मैदा वगैरह. So what will happen is, घड़ी घड़ी इंसुलिन को पेनक्रियास से रिलीज होना पड़ता है, घड़ी घड़ी ब्लड ग्लूकोज को कम करना पड़ता है. This habit over a period of time, what will happen is, an individual will develop insulin resistance. And insulin resistance, when it develops, what happens is, whenever we eat, whatever we eat, बाद में अगर थोड़ा भी खाना खाते हैं, then that blood glucose will be stored as a fat in the adipose tissue. And slowly, if we don't change this habit, जब भी हम खाना खाएंगे, भले हम थोड़ा ही खाते हैं, तो क्या होगा? This insulin resistance वो डेवलप हो चुका है, वो थोड़ा भी ब्लड ग्लूकोज बढ़ेगा, वो कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा फैट में. जबकि वो जाना चाहिए था मसल्स में, जाना चाहिए था लीवर में, जाना चाहिए था. बट एवरी ग्लूकोज स्पाइक, एवरी ग्लूकोज, एक्स्ट्रा ग्लूकोज इन द ब्लड विल डाइवर्टेड इनटू द फैट सेल्स एंड इट विल बी लॉक्ड इन द फैट सेल्स. वो लॉक होता जाएगा, सेव होता जाएगा. और एवरी टाइम वी ईट अगेन एंड अगेन, that calorie what comes stores, which will very less utilization will be happening for the bodily or physiological purposes, that is BMR, body basal metabolic rate जो होता है वो एकदम ड्रास्टिकली कम हो जाएगा. इनडायरेक्टली द मेटाबॉलिज्म विल कम डाउन एंड रेस्टिंग जो हमारा बॉडी कैलोरी बर्न करता है, जो सोते समय बैठे हैं हम कुछ भी खा नहीं रहे तो भी कैलोरी बर्न होती है फॉर द बॉडीली सिस्टमिक पर्पसेस. सब सिस्टम काम करता है बॉडी में, राइट? सो दैट विल बी टू लेस अकॉर्डिंग टू योर एज, हाइट एंड वेट. अल्टीमेटली फैट में ही सब कन्वर्ट हो रहा है. इन लेटर मंथ, एवरी मंथ यू विल स्टार्ट गेनिंग 2-3 kgs, 3 kgs. एंड जैसे ही ये सिस्टम सालों में कन्वर्ट होती है, विद इन 3-4-5 years you become severely overweight or obese for sure if you don't change this habit. This is how obesity develops. This is how overweight happens. The insulin plays a major role. और एक बात बोल दूं, जो ये इंसुलिन का गेम चालू होता है, मोर यू ईट कार्ब्स, मोर यू ईट शुगर, a cycle happens. You becomes hungry very soon. आप हर 2 घंटे में भूख लगने लगेगी. आप अभी एकदम फुल खाना खा के लंच खा के बैठे हो, आधे 1 घंटे में आपको लगेगी कुछ खा लेता हूं. That hunger will develop, and that is the reason you tend to eat more, and you tend to become, store more amount of fat in coming months and years. ये साइकिल को ब्रेक करना है तो मैं आगे रेमेडी बताऊंगा, वो करना पड़ेगा, यानी तो ये साइकिल ब्रेक नहीं होगी. एंड यू विल कीप ऑन पुटिंग वेट एवरी मंथ, थोड़ा थोड़ा करके 1 साल में बहुत सारा वेट हो जाएगा. एंड कमिंग ईयर्स it will create a havoc for sure if you are not controlling it. So does anyone become overweight willingly? I guess no. It's the habit what we cultivate to become overweight and obese. We need to break that chain. So don't blame or criticize overweight person. We need to motivate them. We need to pursue them so that they try and do something to act upon the overweight situation or the obese situation. The reasons for gaining weight we discussed. More intake वाली theory तो છે જ, જેટલું વધારે જમો અને આઉટપુટ ઓછું હોય, calorie burning activities ઓછી હોય or less physical activities હોય, then definitely one will develop extra storage of fat. Type of food we eat, as I told you, if your morning to night food intake is more of refined carbs માં rice આવી જાય ને processed carbs માં બધા જ મેદાની આઈટમ આવી જાય, and all the packet foods, junk foods, pizza, pasta, base, everything comes, and sugary food, sugary liquids, everything, fruit juices are the poison. Never ever drink fruit juice. People sell fruit juice on the tag of healthy liquids. It's a poison. It's a sugar bomb actually, So have a whole fruit instead, but never ever eat fruit or drink fruit juices. Have a whole food instead. We'll discuss later on. Inadequate sleep. आप बोलोगे sleep से क्या खाने पीने का लेना देना? Regaining weight. But let me tell you friends, inadequate sleep. What is normal sleep is 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Everybody should have. Everyone should have. But if an individual is having less than 6 hours of sleep daily, what will happen is their stress will increase because of less amount of sleep. Stress बढ़ने से cortisol हार्मोन एक होता है, there is a stress hormone, वो बढ़ता है. Cortisol जब बढ़ता है, what happens is cortisol increases the blood sugar level, right? So to control that blood sugar level, indirectly cortisol is stimulating insulin release. More insulin release will store fat. और इंसुलिन का एक बड़ा काम होता है, it prevents lipolysis. Insulin inhibits breakdown of fat. यानी जब इंसुलिन रिलीज ज्यादा होता रहेगा तो फैट बर्निंग मोड will be very less in an individual. Fat storage mode चालू हो जाएगा when insulin is released more frequently, right? So inadequate sleep, ultimately एक दो hormones होते हैं हमारे यहाँ, satiety hormone is leptin and ghrelin is hunger hormone. What happens is when you sleep less than 6 hours, there is an imbalance between this leptin and ghrelin. बराबर? तो क्या हो जाएगा, जो satiety hormone है, that is leptin, which will be less, तो आपको satisfaction नहीं होगा जो भी खाओगे, and that ghrelin will shoot up, घड़ी घड़ी भूख लगेगी if you are having inadequate sleep. So this also plays a major role, lack of sleep, in being overweight and obese. Stress, as I told you, stress ज़्यादा लोगे life में, then what will happen is the cortisol will secrete. Cortisol is again an inflammatory product, inflammatory hormone that will increase the inflammation in the body. Ultimately, more stress, more inflammation, more cortisol, more insulin release. Ultimately, you will tend to develop insulin resistance and you will switch to fat storage mode than fat burning mode. So that is the reasons to gain more weight. Eating more, yeah, definitely कुछ भी पड़ा होगा सामने, then we will be tempted, but mind control is really very important. If I give my example, I have been through this journey. Everybody in front of me is eating vada pav, pizza, pasta, but I am sitting with my bowl of salads. That's how I am doing. You know, I'll not eat that. So mind control is very important. Ice cream, wow, it's so tempting. But again, mind control is very important. Once a while is fine, but habit formation, it's very bad. It's very bad, right? So some people says, I can't remain hungry. When we talk to them, भाई आप इतना फॉलो करो, you know, ये खाओ, इतना कम खाओ थोड़ा. One common thing they will say is, मैं भूखा नहीं रह सकता, मैं भूखी नहीं रह सकती. And that you need to overcome. It's all the mind game. भूखा रहना ही नहीं है, healthy options खाना है. That we will discuss later on. Some people says, I need to eat every 2 hours, otherwise I feel low energy. Otherwise, I don't feel fine. I have a headache if I don't eat. Right? So that's also a myth again. Every 2 hours eating, every 2 hours, jabardast glucose spike in the blood, jabardast insulin spike in the blood, and fat storage will start when you release insulin frequently. As I'm repeating again and again, insulin is a game changer if you focus on insulin release. I'll suggest some books if you really are interested. You know, this is the best book to read by David Ludwig. Always Hungry, Always Delicious, Ending the Food Right. You can take the screenshots of this. It's the very best book to read. One more thing I want to tell you before going further. Food intake. खाना खा के भी कई लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं, I feel low energy. Have you noticed? 2 घंटे में they will eat something 3 hours, 4 hours or 5 to 6 meals, small meals also. But still they complain, I feel fatigued. I feel low energy. That is the reason. Insulin spike, insulin resistance, घड़ी घड़ी insulin release होने से you will feel low energy and hungry every 1 or 2 hours. This cycle we need to break. There is also one research was done on 12 adolescent boys. They were asked to stay at a research unit overnight. 2 types of breakfast in the morning they were served. Same calorie breakfast. Again, I am focusing. Same calorie breakfast. वो कौन से 2 type के breakfast थे? One breakfast was high carbohydrate and second one was high protein breakfast. Okay. So now let's see. ये एक ग्रुप ने हाई कार्बोहाइड्रेट ब्रेकफास्ट खाया, एक ग्रुप ने हाई प्रोटीन खाया. सो हंगर लेवल कैसा था दोनों में, लेटर में, नून में, वो देखते हैं. सो यू कैन सी द ग्राफ. जिन्होंने हाई कार्ब्स ब्रेकफास्ट किया था उनका हंगर लेवल यू कैन सी वाज मोर कंपेयर्ड टू हाई प्रोटीन ब्रेकफास्ट. सो व्हाट इज द कंक्लूजन हियर? it's better to take first meal in a day, high protein meal, than a high carbs meal, right? That will reduce your calorie intake in the later stages of the day. So at lunch, this group of boys were allowed to eat jitna khana hai utna kha lo. Carbohydrate group and protein group. So how much did they eat? So जो कार्ब वाला ग्रुप था उन्होंने 1400 कैलोरी खा ली, और जो प्रोटीन वाला ब्रेकफास्ट ग्रुप था they only consumed 750 calories in the lunch. So that was natural. Okay, so you can think, if you daily eat protein breakfast, high protein breakfast, your lunch time, your hunger pangs will be reduced, and ultimately you will eat less compared to high carb breakfast. So with high carb, hungry more sooner, and later on you eat more, right? So only high carb diet is not good at all. But unfortunately, we in India and especially in Gujarat, हम खाना कुछ भी सुबह से चालू करते हैं वो हाई कार्बोहाइड्रेट फूड से ही चालू करते हैं rather than protein. If you calculate the protein intake in a vegetarian, Indian vegetarian or a Gujarati vegetarian, let's speak Gujarati vegetarian, जो non-veg तो कम खाते हैं, definitely नहीं खाते, usually we don't eat non-veg, but 1 gram per body kg weight, we need protein. So imagine if you are a 60 kg person, you need minimum 60 gram of protein in a day. But आप गिन लो एक बार, आप सुबह से रात तक कितना प्रोटीन लेते हो? Very, very less, or sometimes we are deficient in protein, right? So more of our food is high carbohydrate food, and that tends to develop insulin resistance, and that tend to develop fat storage mode, then fat burning mode, and ultimately you will be overweight and obese. Less physical activities, definitely. But I would say in our cases, 80% is what we eat, and 20% is only the physical activities and exercise, which will affect overweight or being overweight or obese. Type of food we eat, definitely have discussed here, carbs and protein. So more of protein and more of fat foods, good quality fat, I am saying, good quality fat really helps a lot to control, blood sugar level as well as insulin spikes. So 2 types of food we are discussing. Type 1, let's say high carb, starchy, sugary food, and type 2, let's say good quality fat and high protein. तो क्या होगा? कैलोरीज फ्रॉम, दोनों में कैलोरी तो इक्वली होती है. कोई लोग बोलते हैं कि कैलोरी तो कार्बोहाइड्रेट खाया या फैट, इट्स अ कैलोरी गेम. नो, it's an insulin game. It's not only calorie game always. So type 1 food is carbohydrates, sugar food, processed carbohydrate food. तो उसमें जो कैलोरी खाई फॉर एग्जांपल, तो कैसे यूटिलाइज होगी, लेट्स डिस्कस दैट. टाइप 1, ये जो बॉक्स का साइज है ना, उससे हम डिस्कस करेंगे, राइट? टाइप 1 इज अ प्रोटीन फूड, गुड फैट फूड. तो ज्यादा कैलोरीज बॉडी फंक्शंस में बीएमआर बढ़ाएगा. हाई प्रोटीन एंड हाई क्वालिटी फैट, बीएमआर विल इंक्रीज. बॉडी फंक्शंस में कैलोरी ज्यादा होगी, फैट स्टोर मिनिमल होगा. यू कैन सी द साइज ऑफ द बॉक्स, मिनिमल. दैट इज टाइप 1 फूड, दैट इज हाई प्रोटीन एंड गुड क्वालिटी फैट. टाइप 2, रिफाइंड कार्ब्स, प्रोसेस्ड कार्बोहाइड्रेट, शुगर ड्रिंक्स. उसमें क्या होगा, वो कैलोरीज जो बॉडी में आएगी उससे बॉडी फंक्शंस के लिए लेस कैलोरी यूज होगी. दैट इज बीएमआर विल कम डाउन, बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट विल कम डाउन, फैट स्टोर बढ़ जाएगा उसमें. द कैलोरीज फ्रॉम दोज कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स एंड शुगर डाइट एंड रिफाइंड कार्ब्स, प्रोसेस्ड कार्ब्स will convert into fat more than utilizing the calories in body processes. You can imagine. And ultimately, this kind of food, you are always hungry round the clock. भूख कभी भी खिला दो, भूख लगेगी ही लगेगी. So which food distribution disturb the distribution? High sugar food disturbs the distribution. High carbs food, less fiber, that is fast food, disturbs the distribution. As I told you, inadequate sleep we discussed, that creates lot of hunger hormones, ज्यादा होती है, भूख ज्यादा लगती है, स्ट्रेस हार्मोन कॉर्टिसोल होती है, इंसुलिन स्पाइक ज्यादा होता है, stress, cortisol, understanding why of obesity. As we discussed there only, eating more, what makes you eat more, we have discussed. अगर ज्यादा आप कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स खाओगे, शुगर खाओगे, जंक फूड खाओगे, ज्यादा हंगर लगेगी, you will tend to eat more, you will feel lazy, you will feel less energy, ज्यादा खाने से भी, but जंक खाने से less physical activity उसके कारण हो जाएगी, you will not move much, you will बस बैठे रहेंगे और आराम करेंगे और काम करेंगे. By eating more of carbs and sugar. These are the basic factors why obesity happens till now, what we discussed. Solutions. So now what are the solutions? Intermittent fasting. So imagine a person who is overweight already or obese, right? उसमें जो मैंने पूरा इंसुलिन गेम बताया, तो वो बाद में कितना भी खाना, अगर एक बार ओबेस हो गया, वो साइकिल फॉलो हो गई, बीएमआर कम हो गया बॉडी का, फिर कई लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं मुझे, many females also say that and males also say that after becoming obese, I am saying, अभी मैं कितना भी कम खाती हूं, मेरा वेट कम ही नहीं हो रहा है. I am not shedding my weight. Even I am trying to diet, eating healthy food. और उसमें क्या होता है, बॉडीली अडेप्टेशंस हो जाता है, बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट अडेप्टेशन हो जाती है, इन विच योर बॉडी ट्राइज टू कंजर्व द एनर्जी. वो एक हैबिट हो जाती है बॉडी की, कितना भी खाओगे वो कंजर्व करेगी, बर्न लेस करेगी. ऑलरेडी वो फैट स्टोरेज वाला तो मामला चल ही रहा है, इंसुलिन वाला, वो तो जो भी खा रहे हो, थोड़ा भी खा रहे हो, बॉडी बीएमआर कम यूज हो रहा है, स्टोरेज ज्यादा हो रहा है, वो तो हो ही रहा है. बट इवन इन स्पाइट यू ट्राई इनिशियली, स्टिल देयर इज नो रिजल्ट्स. व्हाई? बिकॉज हमारा बॉडी अडेप्ट हो चुका है कि भाई कम कैलोरी में भी हम आपके फंक्शंस को कंटिन्यू रहेंगे, और कैलोरी बर्निंग मोड आता ही नहीं है, स्टोरेज ही होता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई दोज पीपल, those females or males who are suffering from obesity or overweight, they even tried eating less, still there are no results because of these issues. We need to break that cycle, and it's very difficult. I'll tell you how to break. And especially those females I am talking about, उनको PCOS है, जिनको hypothyroidism है, और जिनका hormonal issues है, right? They will definitely face insulin resistance much sooner than the normal conditions, जिनको PCOS नहीं है, जिनको hypothyroidism नहीं है. So this conditions से अगर आप पास हो रहे हो, PCOS, hypothyroidism, and you are developing more weight day by day, or overweight or obesity के परेशान हो आप, then intermittent fasting, and the way I tell you, when you eat, this is a game changer. This will give you result definitely in coming 3 to 6 months or a year for sure. But consistency is the key. If you are not consistent enough, no results for sure. So what is intermittent fasting? What is intermittent fasting? First of all, basic. We have only 20 minutes remaining now. Intermittent fasting is, there are different methods of intermittent fasting. We will not discuss that. We don't have time much right now. But an easy method I will ask you to follow. Initially, start with a 12 hours fasting, 12 hours eating window. जो नहीं कर रहे उसकी बात, beginners. 12 hours means, for example, शाम को 7 बजे आपने डिनर कर लिया है, for example, तो आपको सुबह 7 बजे के बाद ही कुछ खाना है. फॉर द बिगिनर्स, 12 hours. Follow this for 1 to 2 to 3 weeks or 4 weeks, 12 hours. After a 4 weeks period of time, increase that window from 12 hours of fasting to 14 hours of fasting. Increase that window to 14 hours of fasting. For example, शाम को 7 बजे आपने डिनर कर लिया है, then you need to eat after 9 a.m. next morning. उससे पहले नहीं खाना है. that is 14 hours. After you are able to do 14 hours of fasting, that is again take 2 to 3 weeks of time, adapt your body, then after that jump on to 16 hours of fasting. For example, शाम को 7 बजे डिनर किया है, then दूसरे दिन 11 बजे के बाद ही you need to eat your first meal. That is 16 hours of fasting. This I am talking about a healthy individuals, those who are not having any diabetic issues or any metabolic disorders, those who are healthy but जो ओवरवेट के फेज में है, ओबेसिटी आ चुकी है बट कोई डिजीज डेवलप नहीं हुआ है, then you need to act right now to stop this chain of increasing and putting on weight every month and every year, and thereby developing the disease condition, and thereby later on developing the complications condition, and thereby deteriorating your quality of life, and thereby deteriorating your financial status, and you will be a burden on the family for sure. If you do not act right now, then after 25 years, definitely it will be a great burden on your mental health and your physical health for sure. Act now. So start with 12 hours, 14 hours of fasting, and then 16 hours. And later on, if you are a pro, you can even do 18 to 20 hours of fasting. And that will change the way you perform, your concentration, your energy levels will be too high for sure if you are developing this intermittent fasting as your lifestyle, not a diet plan. Then coming to the eating window, as I told you, eating window में avoid that sugar. अगर आप sugar खाते भी हो, then it should be less than 25 grams in a day. यानी 2 बड़ी चम्मच से ज़्यादा शुगर नहीं खानी है. वो चाय में आ गया, सब्जी में आ गया, किसी में भी आ गया. You need to calculate your calorie intake also. That is also important. And how frequent you eat, that is also important, right? So घड़ी घड़ी नहीं खाना है, ये याद रख लेना. Intermittent fasting will stop you from eating every 2-3 hours, and ultimately insulin कम release होगा with intermittent fasting, and ultimately the blood glucose will not spike. Ultimately जो fat पड़ा होगा body में, उसका fat burning mode on हो जाएगा, and you will get the calories. Your body will need the calories from that excess fat stored rather than the muscle mass, what is there in the muscles, right? So that's how the intermittent fasting, in short, will help you to shed extra kilos of weight you are carrying. See, for example, this was me. This was me before starting intermittent fasting, and this is me after starting intermittent fasting with high energy levels. You can manage your weight to the healthy way, प्लस और माइनस होता रहेगा, बट ये स्टेज में आप वापस नहीं जाओगे. जो ओबेस या ओवरवेट स्टेज था उसमें आप नहीं जाओगे. I was 100 kg. My height is 6 feet, so I was 100 kg and I was obese literally when I started my journey. And that here in the picture you see that is in around 1 year of the time. एक साल में I reduced to 76-75 kg of weight. Right now I have started eating good fats and good protein more, so I have maintained my weight to 79 to 80 right now. From being that 100 kg man to a 75 to 80 के बीच में मेरा weight ideal होना चाहिए मेरी height के अनुसार. So I am maintaining it. So that's the difference. Even you all, those who are listening to me, and if you really need to act, you can see this difference in yourself too, and that difference will motivate you, and to do miracles in your life. So why does IF is effective? As I told you the mechanism, insulin spike ज़्यादा नहीं होगा, ज़्यादा spike नहीं होगा तो fat storage mode से you will switch to fat burning mode, and then you will burn the fat, what you eat, what you save, and ultimately you will decrease your weight. So you can see the blood glucose spike. Person eating 3 times in a day, इतना glucose spike जब खाते तब होता है. And person following intermittent fasting, see the glucose spikes. It comes down or घड़ी घड़ी नहीं होता है, घड़ी घड़ी नहीं खाते हैं तो अल्टीमेटली यू विल burn the extra fat in your body. Common regimes, which is the best regime of IF, intermittent fasting? Best is 16-8 will give you drastic results. Yani 16 hours fasting, 8 hours window you can eat, but that too in moderation, less of refined carbohydrates, starchy food, sugary foods. वो तो बंद ही कर दो ना, तो आप तो miracles हो जाएंगे. If you totally stop sugar, miracles in your life. See your skin, see your body, everything will turn and transformation will be visible if you stop eating sugar and more refined carbs जो आप खा रहे हो वो बंद कर दो. See the magic. High protein, good quality fat will improve the game changer हो जाएगा. Your body will run on a hybrid car. जब चाहिए होगा तो फ्यूल मिलेगा, जब नहीं चाहिए होगा तो हाइब्रिड स्विच ऑन. फैट स्टोरेज एंड बर्निंग सब में स्विच ऑन करता रहेगा विथ इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग. एंड ये एविडेंस बोल रहा है इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग इज रियली रियली यूजफुल एंड यूजफुल टू योर हेल्थ ऑल्सो. इट डिक्रीजेस द इन्फ्लामेशन इन द बॉडी ड्रास्टिकली. एक एग्जाम्पल दू, फैटी लिवर भी रिवर्स हुआ है विथ इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग. एक स्टडी बीच में आई थी जहां लोग, रील्स भी आप बहुत देखते होंगे, उसमें आता होगा इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग में एक स्टडी आई थी, उसमें बोला था कि कार्डियक इश्यू अचानक हो जाते हैं, कार्डियक इश्यू से डेथ ज्यादा होती है विद इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग. दैट इज नॉट एट ऑल द वैलिड स्टडी. इट वाज जस्ट ऑब्जर्वेशनल स्टडी. इट वाज नॉट a genuine study. American Heart Association ने बाद में बोला भी था, it is not up to the mark. And later on, many researches have been done which shows good health status, good cardiovascular, good central nervous system, and good every system in the body performs so well with intermittent fasting, and that is proved. How to overcome side effects of intermittent fasting? As you guys know, intermittent fasting से क्या होता है? जो लोग हर रोज 3 बार 4 बार खाते हैं और वो अचानकली 1 या 2 बार ही खाना खाएंगे, व्हाट विल हैपन? शुगर डिप्राइव हो जाएगी. देन दे विल टेंड टू हैव अ हेडेक हो जाता है, बहुत इश्यूज आ, वीक लगता है इनिशियली. बट टेल यू फ्रेंड्स, 15 days, do it consistently, it will become the habit. And in between, during the fasting stage, you can take non-caloric food. Like for example, if you love black coffee, you are already blessed. It will 2 or 3 cups of black coffee in a day will improve your overall liver health also. And it has proved that fat from the liver comes down, extra fat from the liver comes down drastically with the help of 2 cup of black coffee in a day. Yani 1 chammach coffee in a garam pani, nothing else. Green tea you can take. These all things, non-caloric things you can take during the fasting state. But कोई भी कैलोरी वाली चीज नहीं लेनी है. पानी भी पी सकते हैं फास्टिंग में, but not any caloric diet during the fasting. मोटिवेशन भी है, वो रखना जरूरी है to continue. Can I exercise during this phase? Definitely you can exercise. If you are doing weight training, high intensity interval training, HIIT, that will again, जो इंसुलिन रेजिस्टेंट बंदे हैं, जो डायबिटिक डेवलप कर चुके हैं, उनमें भी ड्रास्टिक चेंज ला जाएगा. इफ यू आर डूइंग वेट ट्रेनिंग विथ इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग, गेम चेंजर. बट वो ना कर पाओ तो जस्ट 45 minutes वॉकिंग इन अ डे विल ऑल्सो हेल्प. और खाना खाने के बाद 15-20 मिनट के बाद इफ यू टेक अ 20 minutes वॉक, that is also proved to be very, very beneficial. After your lunch or dinner, walk for 20 to 15 minutes. That's also a game changer. Who should not do intermittent fasting? Who should not do is a pregnant lady, a person who is having severe, uncontrolled diabetes or uncontrolled metabolic issues or disorders, or person who is undergoing chemotherapy or radiation therapy already, should do under the medical supervision anything and everything. बाकी rest of the individuals, healthy individuals, definitely 12 घंटे fasting से चालू करो, 14 hours, 16 hours, go to 18-20 hours, see the miracles. Is intermittent fasting safe for diabetics? Yes, it has proved to be safe. 12 hours of fasting is proved to be safe. इन्होंने क्या होता है डायबिटिक्स में हाइपोग्लाइसीमिया होने की बहुत डर हो जाती है. They are on the medication and if they don't eat, then there are chances they have a hypoglycemia and वो चक्कर आके गिर सकते हैं. So 12 घंटे minimum anybody can do it. पर कई लोग क्या करते हैं रात को 11-12 बजे दे विल डू स्विगी जोमेटो एंड मॉर्निंग 7-8 बजे वापस ब्रेकफास्ट करते हैं. हर 6 घंटे में खाना खाते हैं, बॉडी को 12 घंटे का भी आराम नहीं मिलता है. एंड दैट इज द रीजन फॉर डेवलपिंग इंसुलिन रेजिस्टेंस एंड देयर बाय वेलकमिंग ओबेसिटी, ओवरवेट एंड अदर मेटाबॉलिक इश्यूज. दिस इज द बेस्ट बुक इफ यू वांट टू रीड. द ओबेसिटी कोड बाय जेसन फंग इज द फादर ऑफ इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग. यू कैन रीड दिस बुक. इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग का बेसिक्स दिया हुआ है. ऑल रेसिपीज आर देयर. लिंडसे बोयर्स का बुक है ये. बेस्ट बुक टू रीड. मैं अभी जो बोला हूँ वो बहुत शॉर्ट में बोला हूँ. वी कैन डिस्कस फॉर आवर्स ऑन दिस टॉपिक, but very short and sweet I am discussing right now. Change in the food we eat you need to do definitely. Reduce the sugar consumption 25. WHO बोलता है कि 25 ग्राम से कम, 2 चम्मच से ज्यादा शुगर दिन में खानी नहीं है, व्हाइट शुगर. मैं तो बोलता हूँ स्टॉप ही कर दो. शुगर इज नॉट एट ऑल रिक्वायर्ड. और शुगर, जैगरी, हनी ये सब भाई है. हनी हैज अ गुड न्यूट्रिएंट वैल्यू, जैगरी हैज अ गुड न्यूट्रिएंट वैल्यू, बट शुगर तो कुछ नहीं है अंदर. वो पूरा प्रोसेस्ड चीज है शुगर. जरूरत ही नहीं है शुगर खाने की. बहुत कोई क्रेविंग हो गई तो है ना, थोड़ा जैगरी खा लो कभी कभी, बट नॉट एट ऑल. शुगर तो बंद ही करना चाहिए. घर में शुगर बंद करो, सब घर में. इंडियन कंजप्शन कितना है? 57 ग्राम पर डे. ये एवरेज बोल रहा हूं. मैं तो बोल रहा हूं एक कोका कोला की बोतल या कोल्ड ड्रिंक पी के उसमें आ गया कितना शुगर, पूरे दिन का एक बोतल में आ जाता है, राइट? सो प्लीज स्टॉप sugar consumption. वो दाल में डालना, सब्जी में डालना, what we Gujaratis do, stop that extra sugar. आपको न जानते हुए भी आ जाएगा. Extra oil consumption, that is not good for health. Again वो कैलोरी डेंस होता है. 1 चम्मच ऑयल और कितना 10 चम्मच भी गिर गए सब्जी में पता नहीं चलेगा. सेवन मोदी जी has told 10% ऑयल का कंजम्पशन कम कर दो, you will see the results in a family. रिड्यूस द कार्ब प्रपोर्शन. हम क्या करते हैं, रोटी राइस सब खाते हैं, साथ में एक डेजर्ट भी होता है, पूरा कार्बोहाइड्रेट मैक्सिमम. अवर डिश व्हाट वी सी, देन इट इज ऑल कार्ब्स. कार्ब्स आर एसेंशियल बट इन अ मॉडरेशन, वेरी मॉडरेशन. इट्स एनर्जी हाउस. डेफिनेटली इट गिव्स एनर्जी टू द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया एंड द सेल्स, बट नॉट कि भाई हम पूरे दिन कार्ब्स ही खाते रहे. व्हीट, राइस, पोटैटो. पर व्हीट राइस में डोंट हैव बोथ एट अ टाइम. मैं तो बोलूंगा ग्लूटेन वाला व्हीट है बंद कर दो. मॉडरेशन में राइस खाओ, उबाला हुआ राइस जो साउथ इंडिया में लोग खाते हैं. राइस ही उतना स्टेबल फूड है, बट स्टिल दे आर लीन. वो पूरा उबालते हैं राइस, उबालने के बाद जो स्टार्च पूरा निकाल देते हैं, देन दे कंज्यूम दैट राइस. सो दैट इज पूरा ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स कम हो जाता है, पूरा कैलोरी भी कम हो जाता है, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स प्रोपोर्शन कम हो जाता है, एंड देन दे ईट राइस. So I would suggest you to eat that kind of rice. Stop the roti daily. कभी कभी खा लो, पर हर रोज सुबह ब्रेकफास्ट में पराठा, नून में रोटी खा ली, रात को भी रोटी खा ली, राइस खा लिया. क्या होगा भाई, कितना कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स बॉडी में जाएगा? It's not required. Millets are better definitely. Do I need to remain hungry? No. Eat healthy food. सब खाओ, हेल्दी खाओ, कोई भूखे रहने की जरूरत नहीं है. Be liberal in cream खाओ, घी खाओ, चीज खाओ, पनीर खाओ, टोफू खाओ, एग्स खाओ. Those are non-vegetarian. Meat, but cooked otherwise, boiled and otherwise. Fish, but not that extra oil and things will harm you again. Deep fried things will harm you again. Ghee, butter, oil, these are good, but in moderation again. Fat gives satiety. Protein does not make us hungry. Remember this. Fat and protein are good. सब बोलते हैं कि चीज खाना बंद कर दो, घी खाना बंद कर दो, रोटी में घी लगाना बंद कर दो. No, ghee is very very important. It is a calorie burner in fact. Ghee has a good properties. But in moderation if you take, it will help. It will keep you fuller for a long time. High fat and high protein diet will keep you fuller for a long time. And घड़ी घड़ी भूख नहीं लगेगी, and Ultimately, it is best for your body rather than having only carbohydrates. Fat does not make us fat. This is a truth. In early 90s, 80s, early 2000, क्या था? डॉक्टर के पास जाओगे, कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़ गया है, फैट बंद कर दो, ये बंद कर दो, वो बंद कर दो. बट अभी पूरा उल्टा हो गया है. फैट इज गुड, प्रोटीन इज गुड, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स कम करो. पहले कोई ऐसा नहीं बोलता था कि रोटी बंद कर दो, ये बंद कर दो, फैट खाना बंद कर दो. बट फैट, गुड फैट्स आर रियली गुड. ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स, इसमें क्या होगा? न्यूट्रिएंट्स तो होंगे ही, फाइबर्स ज्यादा है. फाइबर्स का क्या रोल है? आप जितना हाई फाइबर डाइट लोगे उतना आपका शुगर एब्जॉर्प्शन स्लोली होगा, यानी इंसुलिन स्पाइक बहुत नहीं होगा विथ हाई फाइबर डाइट. अगर आप कुछ कार्ब्स वाला खा रहे हो तो साथ साथ में फाइबर का प्रोपोर्शन भी इतना ही रखो, तो शुगर एब्जॉर्प्शन ब्लड में धीरे धीरे होगा, धीरे धीरे ही स्पाइक होगा. धीरे कम स्पाइक होगा तो इंसुलिन कम रिलीज होगा. दैट्स द की, राइट? तो एक बम्प कैसे होता है? इट विल बी लाइक अ स्पीड ब्रेकर. आप गाड़ी फुल स्पीड में जा रहे हो, बम्प आया, स्लो कर लिया. सो दैट्स हाउ fibers in the diet will be like a bump when you are riding a vehicle. It will slow down your glucose absorption in the blood. And thereby insulin come, thereby fat storage come. Fruits, these fruits are very, very good. You should have it daily. Papaya, guava, with high vitamin C in guava. All the berries are very good. All the berries you eat. Strawberry, apple, any blueberries, whatever, raspberries, whatever berries comes to your way, have it. But that sweet fruits जो होते हैं ना, जो चीकू वाले होते हैं, वो सब थोड़ा कम खाओ. बनाना खाओ, कम खाओ. नॉट फॉर डाइट में हो 5-6 बनाना खा गया, नो, डोंट डू दैट. फ्रूट्स खाओ, डे टाइम में खाओ, रात को नहीं खाना है. अवॉइड फ्रूट जूसेस, एज आई टोल्ड यू, इट्स जस्ट अ शुगर सिरप इन द जूस. पूरा फाइबर निकल जाता है, एक साथ ग्लूकोज स्पाइक होता है, एक साथ इतना सारा इंसुलिन रिलीज होता है टू डिक्रीज द ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल, एंड देयरबाय यू नो व्हाट हैपेंस. Solutions: intermittent fasting, low carb diet, combination of both the two, low carb plus intermittent fasting gives you drastic results. Take home message: overweight is an epidemic, guys. Please let us stop it and spread this message to your family and friends too. सबको बताओ ये करना है, करना ही पड़ेगा, नहीं तो आगे जाके like it's going to have a havoc in the country. Serious consequences we will be facing. Why of obesity? 5 reasons मैंने बताया है. Intermittent fasting is really effective. Low carb diet also supports. Right time to act now for the overweight individuals. Right time. Thank you so much, and thanks a lot everyone for hearing me and listening me. Thank you Physiozine, thank you Dr. Darshan, and thank you Dr. Hetvi, and thank you all the viewers to listening me so patiently for last 1 hour. And pass this video will be available on the YouTube channel of Physiozine. Pass this to many people as you can, so that people will act and change the way they live their life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mihir sir, for that enlightening and thought-provoking keynote session on fat to fit tracking obesity with knowledge and action. Your ability to simplify such a complex subject was truly remarkable. I would just ask all our viewers if anybody has any doubts or if you want to share anything with sir. One point that really stuck us all was how you explained the progression of insulin resistance, that over time when it develops, whatever we eat, even if it's just a little, the body tends to store it as fat in the adipose tissues instead of using it efficiently. Gradually, it leads to overweight, obesity, and all. So I think it was great that as a physiotherapist, we also need to address this root cause and treat our patient not just symptomatically, but through a science behind all this. This simple yet powerful explanation has given us a real perspective on why obesity management is important. And it is not just about diet or exercise, but it is about understanding the whole concept of obesity. So I think it was great.
One question is coming up by Amit Rajput, I guess. how to maintain the BMI, I guess. What was it written?
How
BMR,
to maintain
BMI.
good BMI if I am not obese?
See, as I told you, if you are not obese, you are blessed. You can maintain your health status throughout your life by avoiding जंक फूड लाइक प्रोसेस्ड कार्बोहाइड्रेट लाइक पैकेट फूड में जो भी मिलता है बंद करो, खाओ ही मत. शुगर टोटली ना ही बोल दोगे, शुगर खाना ही नहीं है मुझे, ये कर दो. गुड प्रोटीन, गुड फैट्स, रेगुलर वॉकिंग और एक्सरसाइज और गो टू जिम. डेफिनेटली यू विल बी सो हैप्पी इन योर लाइफ और आपको तरक्की भी ज्यादा मिलेगी, फोकस ज्यादा रहेगा, ज्यादा काम अच्छा कर पाओगे लाइफ में. इट्स नॉट अ रॉकेट साइंस, इट्स अ सिंपल थिंग.
Truly said, sir. Thank you so much for an inspiring session, and all our learnings will be inculcating all of this into our professional practices and even in our personal lives. On behalf of PhysioZen, I sincerely thank you for taking time out to guide us today. Your vast experience as a clinician, researcher, academician, and associate editor in PhysioZen added an immense value to this session. A heartfelt thanks also goes to all our participants for their active participation and enthusiasm. With knowledge shared today, let us all take a closer step towards building a healthier and fitter tomorrow. I would also like to extend my gratitude to Dr. Darshan Parmar, founder of PhysioZen, whose vision and leadership have made this platform possible. I would also like to thank Dr. Jaspreet Kaur Kang, Madam, Chief Editor of PhysioZen, for her constant guidance in shaping this academic platform, and for the entire PhysioZen team for being the backbone and giving us an unwavering support and efforts behind the scenes. And one exciting announcement that I wanted to make for all our participants and everybody, that we are here with our next session, next webinar very soon. And we are very much grateful that our next leader, distinguished leader who will be joining us in the webinar will be Dr. Bhavna Gadvi, Madam. I am sure it is going to be another insightful and inspiring session. And she is going to guide us with a great topic, which will be revealed soon with all the details, dates, and timings. So I would like to request all the participants and everybody to stay tuned, stay connected, and let's all continue this journey of learning and growing together. Thank you once again, sir, and thank you everyone for joining us today.